everyone, Rarity Dash here, and this is it. Today we're going to be ending the series that started it all for this channel. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Going to be watching the final episodes, and that's just crazy to me that the show is coming to an end. Sad to see it go. I mean, it's run its course. I'm not like too broken up about the fact that there isn't going to be any more. I think it's had a long run. I mean, it would have been nice to make it to 10 seasons, but I'm glad we got 9, and it's been such a fun ride that, well, it's sad to see it come to an end. I can just appreciate it for how long it's lasted and how great it's been. And, yeah, despite all this talk of the end, we do still have 5 more episodes left. Yeah, I've kind of been slacking. I think part of me is reluctant to actually see the show end, so I've kind of been holding off on some of these reactions longer than I should. But now there are 5 episodes out, and I kind of want to get to the finale as soon as possible, because I know there's spoilers lurking everywhere, and people just want to talk about it. I mean, it technically was released a while back. I think it was leaked in some other country, which I guess isn't really a leak, but it was released early somewhere. So people have known about it for a while, but now just everybody, after the actual official premiere, it's just on everyone's mind. So the spoiler risk is greater, and I just want to get to it now. So even though the plan definitely wasn't originally to do all 5 of these at once, that's what I'm going to do anyway. And I think it should be fun. Do a bit of a Flaming Shark style marathon reaction here, like almost 2 hours of pony. I think this is going to turn out to be, but I mean, it's a good and proper send off for the series. I think just do a massive mega reaction. Yeah, but yeah, we've got episodes 22 through 26 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 9, which is Growing Up is Hard to Do, The Big Mac Question, The Ending of the End, Parts 1 and 2, and then The Last Problem. So, looks like we got 2 standard episodes to start us off, then the finale, and then I guess an epilogue. So that's interesting. But yeah, starting with Growing Up is Hard to Do. Not gonna go too crazy with the predictions this time. But that one probably, I'm guessing, is going to be CMC because they're younger. So with it being about growing up, it's got to be the younger characters. So I guess The Last Crusade technically wasn't our last outing with the CMC. But now we'll finally get that, and that'll be interesting. And then we have the Big Mac Question, which that's got to be, there's only one thing that can be. We're going to have a proper conclusion to this Big Mac Sugar Bell plot, and I guess Big Mac's gonna pop the question, and we may have a wedding, and that'll be fun. Nice little thing to have before the big finale. I mean, Steven Universe basically did the same thing, sort of. I mean, there was a bit between the actual finale and the wedding, but that really kicked it off, I guess. I mean, maybe even the finale stuff will start in that episode. That's certainly possible. But I'm not necessarily going into it expecting that. Then we have the ending of the end, which all that really tells me is it's going to be the end. I mean, I don't think the world's going to end, but it's definitely a reference to the fact that the show's ending. And we'll see how it goes down. And finally, The Last Problem, which definitely, I mean, we're really driving home the point of this being the final episodes and just finality all around. So The Last Problem, I'm very curious to see what that is, but I don't know, other than obviously being an epilogue. But hopefully we got some good stuff here. Don't really know anything. I haven't been spoiled. I do know the writers as per usual. First one is Ed Valentine, which if it is a CMC episode, that's good. I mean, that's kind of been his strong suit. I mean, he hasn't written that many episodes, but he wrote the Gabby one, and going back way further, he wrote Flight to the Finish. So he's written some good CMC episodes. So that could be good. Then we have On the second episode here, Josh Haber and Michael Vogel. And then we have Nicole DeBuck, Michael Vogel, and Josh Haber. So a lot of just our core writers who they bring in for the big episodes. And they're all solid. So, yeah, should be pretty good. Yeah. Though, anyway, let's go ahead. Me and Rarity, we're ready for this reaction to start. So let's go ahead and get it going. Here we go.
I can't believe we're going to the
And sure enough, CMC.
Fair. Animal shows, carnival rides, and all kinds of food on a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of food,
Gotta love food on a stick.
Snacks for the train? For there and back. And our train tickets are all set. And I've got our whole itinerary planned.
Nice.
Are you sure you're not Twilight Sister?
Well, Rarity's organized too.
It's all come down to this. All we have to do now is wait for our chaperone to get here. Mm-hmm.
Who's the chaperone?
So when's Rainbow Dash coming?
Oh.
I thought you were gonna ask Applejack.
Oh.
I don't suppose you asked Rarity? You mean
Please be
we spent
Rarity.
all this time
No.
planning a trip and none of us asked any pony to take us? In our defense, every other part of the trip was planned really well.
Wow. Well, you could probably find someone last moment. It's not like they're all really busy these days.
My little pony.
Not like they're running a school and preparing to run all of Equestria.
I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And
Magic makes it all complete.
Do you know you're all my
Very best friends. All right.
We really did think of everything, except finding some pony to take us, and the fair is only today. I'm sorry,
There we go.
darlings, but I can't possibly go to Appaloosa. I promised to deliver a new design to Fancy Pants for his
Oh.
Monocle and Top Hat Appreciation Society soiree.
Okay, that's important.
Can you finish it tomorrow? Well, I could. But you'll learn as you get older how important it is to keep your promises.
Yeah, Sweetie
when
Belle, it's
running
monocles and top hats.
Maybe
Nothing
we
more
should
important
just
than
go by
that.
ourselves?
What?
They
Oh,
need to be
no.
appreciated.
Appaloosa's far too long a train ride for young foals without accompaniment. You could end up in the wrong place entirely.
Why don't you see if Rainbow Dash is free?
Cool.
Sorry, but I just heard from Spitfire that a whole bunch of storm clouds
this
got
is the
loose from the Cloud Factory. And she needs
Wonderful
every
outfit
Wonderbolt
work
to
like
help
that?
bust 'em.
Oh,
The-
come on, Rainbow Dash. They won't miss one pony. And we
The mask is a
really
separate
wanna go to
piece?
the fair. Apparently, we're too young to go alone.
Well, duh.
Wow.
Young ponies like you could get lost and never find your way back. But I still can't go. Being a Wonderbolt isn't just about showing off. It's also a responsibility. You'll understand when you get older. I'm sure you'll find some pony else to take you.
Applejack? Yeah.
I wish I could, Sugar Cube, but Big Mac's
Ask
not
Pinkie
feeling well
Pie.
today.
Aww, but Big Mac's old enough to take care of himself. And
I mean, she can't have
we
too
all
much going on.
so much fun together.
Sometimes taking
Aw.
care of some pony is more important than having.
Poor Big Mac.
Speaking of which, don't you even think about trying to go without a grown pony there to take care of you. You could end up in hot water, or worse.
We know.
Or what's Granny Smith doing?
The fair could be over before we find some pony to take us. But then we thought of you, since the fair will be full of all sorts of animals and creatures.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but Twilight has an important
Yeah.
magical research project, and she's asked for my help. I guess that means Twilight's busy too.
I'm afraid I am. Star Swirl
Check with her anyway.
flower and it isn't doing well. If I figure out its magical properties, maybe we can save it.
So that's a no on going with us to the fair? We've already asked Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity,
I guess
and
Pinkie
none
Pie?
of them can come. And every pony made it clear we're too young to go on our own.
Oh, definitely. You could take the wrong
Wow.
train or miss your stop.
Or get lost in a strange
I mean, I think they're fairly mature at this
situation
point.
with no pony to help you.
They'd probably be fine.
No.
I know it's
They've been on their own
hard.
before.
Sometimes you just can't do what you want.
I'm pretty sure if you wanted to go to the fair, you could.
Sure, grown-ups can do a lot of things that foals can't. But there's plenty we can't do either. Like right now, I can't find a single reference to this flower.
None of the birds or insects I've talked to have heard of it either.
I wonder if there's anything in Shadetail Evergreen's Tome of Flora and Fauna.
That book's pretty out of date, but it might be worth a try.
I think there's a copy in the library filed under discontinued but still potentially useful ancient texts.
Okay.
Unless they put it under Hokum with a slight chance of practical applications.
I
Oh,
guess
no.
this flower is the
What
most
are you guys gonna
interesting
do?
thing we're gonna see today. Unless you count watching Twilight struggle to remember how she organizes her books. I bet every pony in a
Is it gonna rapidly age them?
right now. Every pony but us. I wish we didn't have to wait to grow up. I wish
Wow.
it would happen
Yeah,
at once.
wishing.
Then we know everything we need to get to the fair and back with no problem. I just wish we were as old as our sisters. Then no pony could tell us what to do, and we'd be able to take care of ourselves.
Here we go. Well, this will be interesting to see.
Hey, Belle, why's your face all lit up?
This will be very interesting to see what this looks like. Oh. Got a bit more of a rarity curl there on Sweetie Belle. I like it. Oh.
Do you know what this means? We can go to the fair!
Wow. Yes. That's, They don't really look as different as you would think, which is kind of interesting.
I hope you brought the tickets! We've gotta hurry if we're gonna make the train. I think we'll be fine. Check out how fast we're going. Grown-up legs are strong. You're not kidding. I don't know how much of this my
Like, Apple Bloom especially just looks similar. Just with a longer neck.
Being a grown-up is great. We made it. Of course we did. We're grown-up ponies now. We can do anything. And all those worries Twilight and the others had don't apply anymore because we're big. And being big is all it takes. Woke up this
Okay,
morning
song.
feeling tired and small, but look at us now, we must be 90 feet tall.
Probably not quite, but
Worry about making mistakes because being big is all it takes. A tiny twist of fate brought on this big change. Give me
Nice.
room, gotta zoom. I've got plans to arrange. Can do what I want.
like when they let
Be it
Scootaloo
run,
sing.
trot, or traipse, 'cause being big is all it takes.
Wow.
Being big isn't just a size.
And Sweetie definitely looks the most different.
Close our eyes, we're in control now, for goodness sake. 'Cause being big is all it takes. Leaving behind the little pony you've known. Stepping out, growing up, making moves of my own.
Nice.
You can't tell me no, there's no place I can't go. Mountain cities, jungles, or lakes. 'Cause being
Aw.
big is all it takes. Being big isn't just a size. We'll tell you our opinion 'cause we're oh so wise. We're in control now, for goodness sake. 'Cause being big is all it takes. I can eat all the snacks 'cause that's for me to decide.
Wow.
We know how it all works, even what we ain't
Pretty good song, by the way.
Facts don't matter now, 'cause it's not what we know. We can win any argument with because I say so. Can't stop us now.
Yeah, twist.
Get in our way. We're awake, gonna take all we can from today. Once we had to listen, now you'll hear what we say.
Wow.
Everything is always okay. 'Cause being big is all it takes. All it takes.
Nice. But what wrong is going to happen? Clearly something.
I think I ate too many.
I don't think this is your stop.
This doesn't look like Appaloosa.
Yeah.
That's because it isn't.
You all heard that, right?
Hello? Do you think we got on the wrong train?
I thought trains just took you where you wanted to go.
Wow. Oh.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
This guy's not creepy at all.
Three must not travel much. This is Hayseed Junction.
Okay.
The train to Appaloosa isn't for a few hours. Or you could set off on hoof. It's treacherous,
Yeah.
confusing, unfit for the young or timid. Yeah, but you three are grown-ups. You'll be fine.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll write down some directions.
Maybe we should wait for the train.
And miss the fair?
We already ended up in the wrong place, which is exactly what we were warned about. And what if we can't follow the directions?
Come on. We didn't come all this way for nothing. Besides, I've been through a swamp as a young pony. As a grown-up, it'll be a snap.
That is true. Nice,
Grown-ups always know the way.
nice continuity
Because
nod there.
Big is all it takes.
Oh.
Sorry. I've got kind of a throat thing.
Okay. Well, this'll be fun. Oh. Yeah, I really do like Sweetie Belle's design. And not so much Apple Bloom here. I think when she actually does grow up, she's probably gonna change her hair a bit more. Because it looks weird on a adult-sized pony.
Sweetie Belle, are you sure this is the right way? Sweetie Belle?
I guess this is confirmation Scootaloo's wings are never gonna grow.
Ah! Don't do that! Girls? Maybe we should head back to the station.
I'm not sure we can. I think we're lost.
Just like Twilight and the others said. Well, where were you when I was feeding and caring for him?
Oh.
Ah! Wild swamp ponies!
It's like Cozy Glow
We're
hair.
not wild swamp
Almost.
ponies? We're just grown-ups.
At least in the front.
And we are definitely not lost. Okay, but that swamp is pretty confusing if you're not from around here. I'm Spur, and this is Biscuit.
Okay.
I'm Apple Bloom.
Biscuit.
Nice to meet you. But we're not confused. We're just exploring new ways to Appaloosa.
Hey, that's where we're going.
No, it isn't.
Which is it?
Biscuit thinks he can just take Floofy here to the fair.
Why not? It's just up the road, and Bloofy's my pet too.
Since when? Floofy's never even seen a crowd.
So what's
But
Bloofy
you
gonna
know if
be?
you ever took care of him.
Did you ever think meeting all those ponies might be good for him?
He seems okay meeting us.
See, they're grown-ups and they get it. Bloofy should totally come to the fair with me, right?
Y'all don't really think that, do ya?
Hold on. Us grown-ups need to confer.
Wow.
What do you girls think?
If they go to the fair, we can tag along. And Spur probably should cheer Bloofy.
Also, it's kind of weird that they still sound
Something
like
a grown-up
kids.
would say, right?
As grown-up ponies, we think you should share Bloofy and let Biscuit take him to the fair.
That is some quality grown-up advice.
Wow.
But Bloofy's never been around anything that exciting.
Yeah, this is
What
gonna
if
backfire,
something
isn't
goes
it?
wrong? We're headed to the fair too. Since we're such great advice givers, feel free to ask us for more.
Wow. That head bat. Okay, what we got here? Cute design. Oh. Oh, hey, it's, what's his face?
It's everything I thought it'd be!
Well, my goodness, what an interesting critter. You should enter him in the animal
And there's,
You'd be sure to be
Lebowski
the most
pony.
interesting creature.
Animals showcase? That's exactly what we should do.
That seems like a bad idea. What do you grown-ups think?
Yeah, they don't. Wow. Lyra and Bonbon enjoying some time together. I approve. Aw. Sweetie's adorable.
What happened to being able to ask your advice? You ran off the second we got here.
Where's Biscuit and Bluefy?
That's why I came to find you. It's one thing to bring Bluefy to the fair, but it's another to stick him in a showcase.
What's the big deal?
You're supposed to be sharing him.
Yeah, I'm with Biscuit. The showcase looks like fun. Sorry if I think taking care of Bluefy is more important than having fun.
Bluefy's just excited.
Still very curious what this
Probably
thing
just
even
wants to
is.
get out.
Oh, are we gonna find out? Oh. Okay. Still not sure what it is.
Are you sure you're not just upset you have to share him? What if you took a little break?
You mean, like, leave?
If sharing him is too hard, that might be the best thing. Take our word for it. We are grown-ups.
Well, she sounded a bit more grown up there.
I don't know what Spur's so worried about. Bluefy and Biscuit are having fun.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Oh. Okay. Yeah, you never ask that question. What could go wrong? Never something you want to say in a show like this. Oh. Was that a Dorothy pony?
Do you think this pole bus is getting into a dangerous situation?
That's fun.
No grown pony to help us?
I think we're the grown ponies that need to be helping today. Bluefy, treats, treats, treats. Who wants a treat?
Oh. Use that magic, sweetie.
What do we do
Oh,
now?
Oh.
I hope you're right about the girls coming here.
Well, once we read Shadetail Evergreen's warning that the flower grants wishes, it wasn't a stretch to think they wished themselves to the fair. It's all they were talking about.
Or maybe since we told them they were too young to come, they wished to become grown-ups
Oh.
and came here and caused some kind of trouble that led to a town-wide panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that.
Twilight! Fluttershy! Oh, thank goodness! I know you're not gonna believe it, but it's me, April Bloom.
Yeah, it's
And I'm
pretty obvious.
We came out
You don't
We
look
thought
that
we'd
different
take the train here
at
since
all.
we were old enough, but we ended up in the wrong place just like you said we would.
and got lost, just like you said we would. Then we met these folks who led us to the fair, and we tried to give them some grown-up style advice, but it turned their pet in a tornado that not destroyed the whole town. Goodness, a whirling monk tooth. They are very
Okay.
rare and just the cutest little
Now we
things
know what
when
it
they're
is.
Excited. This one's excited.
Wow.
How do we calm them down?
Sure.
When they're young, a monk tooth forms a tight bond with its caretaker. They're the only ones who can get them to stop spinning.
Spur's the one who really took care of Bluefy. We have to find her.
You all go look for Spur. Fluttershy and I will do our best to keep every pony here safe.
Nice. Aw. Cute little sheep. Well, that wasn't wasn't difficult.
I'm so sorry, Spur. You knew what was best for him all along.
And even though we seem like grown-ups, you were way more responsible than us.
What do you mean, seem like grown-ups?
We don't have time to explain.
Wow.
Right now, we have to stop this, and you're the only one who can do it.
How? I'll show you. He mostly just needs to see you.
Okay.
Hey there, Bloofy Boo. It's okay.
Aw.
How did you know what to do? After years of experience with animals, I've picked up a few things. Well, one thing's for sure. Luffy definitely earned the most interesting creature prize.
I'm sorry I didn't listen to you.
Surprised they even still gave it out.
I guess grown-ups aren't always perfect.
They sure aren't. But young foals pretending to be grown-ups are even less so.
What do you mean?
There's only one petal left. But I think the three of you know what to wish for. And I'm pretty sure Star Swirl won't mind.
Wow. What kind of wasted that?
Wish we were fools again.
Kind of thing that might have come in handy during a
Hold
season
on.
finale.
You three are actually younger than us?
The flower turned us into grown-ups, so we figured we could do whatever we wanted, but I guess that's not exactly true.
We did everything real grown-ups told us not to and caused all kinds of trouble. And things could have been a lot worse. I guess we were pretty selfish.
I'm glad you learned something. That's what growing up is. Which is why you probably shouldn't skip any of it.
I know we didn't make the best impression, but we sure would like to visit you and Bloofy someday.
I guess that'd be okay, on one condition. You get a real grown-up to bring you.
Deal!
Okay. Yeah, that was a cute episode. Though I kind of feel like it should have been earlier. I mean, because the CMC really have grown up a lot. They're a lot more mature and independent than they used to be. This feels like maybe it should have been an earlier episode. I don't know, but just feels like kind of a bit of a backtrack for them. But still a cool thing to see, kind of see what they would look like when they're grown up. Though again, Apple Bloom, I don't think she would actually look like that.
Perfect. I mean,
And now
this
Spike.
was a big deal. But
Oh.
when Discord insists on being involved,
Regardless of what Spike might say, that little dragon begged me to help.
And Discord,
And let
huh?
me tell you, he can cause plenty of chaos all on his purple lonesome.
I pride myself on baking under pressure, but I just... Oh, dear.
You'd think we'd be used to stuff like this in Ponyville. I
So
still
we're doing
have
it documentary style.
it seemed simple when it started.
All talking to the camera.
It's beautiful.
Yep. No.
I'm not gonna eat it.
Oh.
Eat what? What is it? I want to see. No. Why not?
Not for
Tom
Discord's
should
eyes.
have a big mouth.
Me? I keep tons of secrets, like Fluttershy's secret fear of clowns.
Oh.
Or that time I caught Twilight sleep-trotting through town. Oh, and did you know that Octavia went on a date with Bulk Biceps?
Okay.
Talk about an odd couple. I heard that...
I guess that can be a
All right,
ship now.
Point taken. But we're pals, right? Comrades, amigos.
Oh.
Come on!
And they did have one episode together.
Big Mac is going to propose to Sugar Bell. Sugar Bell.
Wow. Wow. Great reaction there.
My little pony.
So yeah, exactly what I expected here. Wedding episode.
I used to wonder what friendship could
Or at least
be.
proposal episode.
Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness
So MB
and
will
easy
cover both.
feet. And magic makes it all complete to have mine. Do you know you are my very best friend?
course Big Mac asked me to help with his proposal. I'm the most romantic dragon I know.
It really is a curse having infinite powers. Every pony
that's probably
is
not
always
wrong,
asking you
actually.
to move a couch or help with a proposal.
Considering the other dragons.
Spill it! Every detail! Don't leave anything out!
Oh, do we have to hear all these
Excuse me.
details? Is that like a friend thing?
Yup. I don't talk much, so
Yeah?
I want to show Sugar Belle how committed I am. First,
You're making a picnic table that matches the shelf you made Sugar Belle for her shop when you had a crush on her, and you're setting up a romantic meal overlooking Sweet Apple Acres?
yup.
How did you figure that out?
If you were a hopeless romantic, you'd know that was the only logical choice.
Then,
You painted apples to leave around Ponyville with little riddles tied to the stem that will lead her up here to meet you?
yup.
Seriously?
Now,
Yeah.
Oh, I know. You need a giant rhino named Dolores who can knit a romantic sweater for two.
nope.
Come on. He needs food for the picnic. That was a gimme.
I do not get this game.
Okay, you finish your table, I'll pick up whatever you need to eat, and Discord would put all the apples in place.
I will?
Yup.
Well, it shouldn't take him that long.
From the sugar cube corner, look for your next clue. Red, delicious, sweet like you. Find it, you'll know what to do. He should stick to bucking apples.
Sugar Belle's gonna love it!
Well, we'll see.
I'll get the food. How long will it take you to place all the apples? Are you sure you put them in the right spots?
Those terrible riddles on the apples were very clear on the location. I'm sure that they were placed properly.
Well, we'll see.
I think, maybe.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
I think it does.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll double check.
She didn't see the apple. What are we gonna do?
Well, we could just give it to her.
That's not romantic. She needs to discover it.
Don't be such a drama dragon. I've precipitated liquid cocoa on Equestria and herded long-limbed Leporidae. I can certainly make a pony see an apple.
Hey, Mrs. Cake. I need to pick up a few things.
Oh, I'm afraid you'll have to wait. I'm a bit busy at the moment. Oh, is this sour cream or
Everyone
sweet
seems kind
cream?
of busy. Oh.
Oh, it's kind of important. Maybe I could take some of these off your hooves?
No! Those are for something important, too.
All of them? There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
21! And yes, all of them.
Who needs 21 desserts?
I can't tell you. It's a secret. Come by later.
Later won't work.
Why not?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Hmm.
Ugh! Did some pony else make these?
No. Why?
No reason.
Okay.
Thank you. These are perfect.
Wow.
You know, if she's too busy to read the horribly written clues, maybe you should just tell her.
Oh. Well, this could be...
Listen up. Each of you has a job.
Here we
Look
go.
at your stems. Well, tell me about it. But regardless, go to your designated location, deliver your messages, and make me proud. Dismissed.
How could this possibly
Big
backfire?
Mac is really lucky to have me as a friend.
Oh.
Okay.
They have the same idea,
One
don't they?
down, 20 to go.
Then I can help you.
Maybe I can help you. Delivering parchments is my thing. A little dragon breath and whoosh. We deliver each scroll into each dessert. Then you can help me. Watch.
Does it work like that?
Ta-da!
Wow.
Hurry, there's no need to stop. The next apple is at the boutique.
Oh, what was that with Lyra Bonbon?
At Twilight's castle, take a right. The next apple sits in plain sight.
What in the blazes is going on?
Oh, are you finally finished? I've been done for a while.
Well,
You know, thinking back, I probably could have been clearer which pony to deliver the messages to.
wow.
You think?
I sent them back to Sweet Apple Acres. Apples are terrible at taking directions. Couldn't even manage to stay in one location. Now bananas, whoa, are much better at listening.
What's going on?
Okay.
Apples running everywhere and she didn't see the poem to get to the hilltop?
Getting her to the hilltop is easy, and not seeing the poems is actually a blessing when you think about it.
Oh.
Why would you think sending flaming messages into my desserts would work? You've ruined all of them!
To be honest, I tasted some and burning them might have been an improvement.
Never!
Spike?
Oh, hey there, Big Mac. I bet you're wondering what...
Sugar Bell?
Big Mac?
Discord?
Mrs. Cake!
I do!
Nothing. I thought we were just saying each other's names.
I guess this can't get any worse.
As the Lord of Chaos, I'd advise against saying things like that.
Oh.
It's coming! Save yourself!
How? They combined?
We have a bit of a reputation for getting carried away, especially when romance is involved. But that wasn't the case with this. We were just helping Sugar Belle with her plan. And the last one should just say, yep.
So you're saying you want to put each one of those inside a dessert?
Well, since Big Mac's plan to send me a hearts and hooves day pie with the message inside didn't go so well, I thought it'd be fun to do it right. Aw, that's so romantic! He's a pony of few words. I love that about him. So I thought I'd use as many words as possible to propose to him. All he has to
Of
say
course.
is, yep. I can't wait for you to be a part of the family.
Aww.
You three played such a big part in Big Mac and I getting together. I'm glad you could help with this. I love you, Big Mac. Would you like to spend the rest of our lives together? I hope you say yup. And each word has to go into a dessert? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Whoa, 21, I know!
Actually, it's 22.
Oh.
Mrs. Cake was kind enough to help me bake all the apple-flavored treats I made to get Big Mac to visit me in my old shop. But that one has the invitation for him to come here.
Oh, it's no bother. I do love a challenge. Did I add the sugar to this one or to that one?
I think I've seen her add sugar to that bowl 6 times so far.
Okay. Well, that explains some things.
Hurry, go deliver that pie. I have to get some flowers to spruce the place up. Uh-oh, Spike and Discord are outside. If they figure out what we're up to, they'll spill the beans, and I want this to be a surprise. I don't think they suspect anything. Why would they suspect that we're holding an invitation pie and that Mrs. Cake is baking a 21 dessert proposal? I can't believe I'm gonna have a sister-in-law! This is our shot to make up for all the trouble we caused when Big Mac first asked Sugar Belle out. We can't give away the surprise. You need to play it cool. Right. How's this?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Find your brother.
Screwdriver. Nope.
Big Mac! He ain't here. Let's go. Hold on. That looks just like the shelf Big Mac made for Sugar Belle. Weird. Maybe we should wait here for him. He's bound to show up soon. You know, when I'm looking for something, Granny says it's best to check the least likely place. Come on!
Screwdriver.
These guys again? Yeah, this is pretty unlikely. Oh. Hey, Fluttershy? Aw.
Big Mac!
Wow. Good job.
Big Mac!
Oh. Yeah.
How is Sugar Belle supposed to propose to Big Mac if we can't even find him? Mrs. Cake isn't finished yet. We still have time. You know, when I'm looking for some pony, Granny says it's best to just stay in one place. Let's head back to the farm and wait.
Wow.
Big Mac is sure to show up soon. Well, don't just stay there.
Here we go. Oh, there we...
Yep. Yep.
Granny!
Oh.
Who goes there? Granny, have you seen Big Mac? Oh, hey there, little dumpling. I just had the most peculiar dream. That's nice, Granny, but we really need to find Big Mac, so... It was about Grandpa, but it wasn't. And we were in outer space on some kind of mission to explore space.
Nice.
If we can stop listening to Granny, we'll never find Big Mac. And Mudbriar was there, being as logical as ever. But his ears was all pointed like, and then Discord showed up, and, well, you know, it was pretty much the same. Once she gets going, there's nothing in Equestria that can stop her.
Star Trek dreams, huh?
You sure about that?
Spike.
Oh, hey there, Big Mac. I bet you're wondering what...
Sugar Belle.
Big Mac?
Discord.
Mrs. Cake!
What did I do?
Nothing. I thought we were just saying each other's names.
I guess this can't get any worse.
As the Lord of Chaos, I'd advise against saying things like that.
Yeah. Again.
It's coming! Save yourself!
Never say that kind of thing.
Discord.
Why does every pony immediately assume that this has something to do with me?
You love me. I love to grow like an apple tree. So let me ask, will you marry me?
Okay, but to be fair, the message did get the Sugar Belle. This whole story is being twisted to make it seem like it was all my fault. Which it wasn't.
Oh.
Wait, so you two were orchestrating a proposal? That's what I was doing!
Who are you proposing to?
This!
Me?
Oh.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Well, that's easy.
So the messages that were in the desserts...
Were Sugar Belle's proposal to Big Mac before Spike set them on fire!
Oh, so I'm not the only one who messes things up, am I, Mr. High and Mighty Dragon?
Hey, those desserts were ruined way before I ruined them.
They were not! Well, I may have mixed up a few ingredients. It was such a rush.
You should both be very disappointed in yourselves.
Wow.
What about you and your apple monster?
Yes, but you all expect that of me.
All we wanted to do was make up for messing things up the last time. Sugar Belle, Big Mac, we're really... Where'd they go?
Okay, this time it really wasn't me.
I shouldn't have taken all those desserts at once. It's just, how can you say no to such a sweet idea?
Oh, sweet!
Wow.
I made a joke.
Yeah.
In retrospect, Dragon Flame and baked goods aren't the best combo.
We felt like it was all our fault.
Should have found
Except for
Pinkie
the
Pie and
apple
have her help
monster.
or something.
That was Discord. And Mrs. Cake
Does she
messing
still
up
work
those
there?
recipes, and Spike
Sometimes.
burning the messed up recipes, and the point is we all felt bad for ruining Big Mac and Sugar Belle's proposal.
Where's Mr. Cake?
It was all green, and then Grandpa looked magical and says, "Where no pony has gone before." And whoosh! Away we flew!
Thank you for that, Granny Smith.
Today was interesting.
Yep.
You okay?
Aww.
I'm sorry, Sugar Belle. I wanted everything to go right today. I wanted our love to be as perfect as my parents was when they planted these two trees together. Instead, it turned into a mess. Just like when I asked you out, just like Hearts and Hooves Day. No matter how hard I try, I always seem to mess up when it comes to you.
I think you've got things backwards.
What do you mean?
From everything you told me about your parents, they had to deal with things a lot tougher than some burnt desserts and an apple monster.
I guess that's true.
This apple tree and pear tree
Aw.
are stronger together. They'll survive whatever comes because they don't have to do it alone. They belong together, like your parents and like us.
Yep.
Aww.
Today was a disaster, but today was also the last day we're ever gonna have
Good
to
job
do
working
anything
the
apart.
perfect pair
From
stuff
here on out,
into it.
We'll be together, and we'll make sure everything always works out just right. Big
Sugar
Mac,
Belle,
will
will you-
No,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
On 3,
Sure. 1.
2.
Will you marry me?
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a... I mean, that makes sense for Earth ponies
We'll
or
have to thank our
unicorns.
friends for messing up so bad that they made
I mean,
it
she is a
all work
unicorn,
out
but-
perfectly.
Well,
I don't
we've
know.
all made up, and we're here for a do-over. And this time, thanks to me, we've got it right. So why don't you two, you know...
I think they did okay without us.
And that's how we were responsible for the perfect proposal. Or should I say,
Yeah.
proposal.
Perfect.
If we hadn't messed up so bad, it wouldn't have worked out the way it did.
It's just like baking. Sometimes it's the mistakes that help you discover something truly special.
And when all the planning and grand gestures go wrong, it reminds you the most romantic things are usually the simplest.
Which is what I knew all along. You're welcome.
Aww. Oh, so we are gonna have the wedding this episode. Starting to think it would be saved for... Aww. Good to see those three again.
It is my sincere
For the finale or the
pleasure to
epilogue,
say,
but
for my second Apple
she looks
family
great.
wedding, that I now pronounce you husband
Mayor,
and
Mayor?
wife. You may kiss the bride.
Aww.
That's your cue.
Oh no.
Happy marriage,
Ah.
happy marriage,
Discord!
Oh, just let me have this one.
happy marriage, happy apples, happy marriage, happy apples.
Well, there we go. That was great. Very cute episode.
DHX.
Here we go. It's time.
Hey there, my unicorn.
Here's the big one. Oh.
Have you heard?
About
that
Princess
Chrysalis?
Twilight Sparkle's coronation? Who hasn't? I'm on my way there now. So much baking to do and...
No. About the Earth ponies.
Oh.
I know their crops have been
Yeah.
underperforming, but...
That's not it. They're hoarding the food for themselves. I heard the mayor of Appaloosa say that if unicorns and Pegasi want to eat, they can use their own hooves to dig.
Sounds like
How
Trixie.
awful.
I know it's the same voice
Unicorns
actress,
have
but
to stick together, right?
wow.
Chrysalis.
So we trying to summon some Wendigos?
Field trip, I presume?
Spreading distrust among the unicorns and earth ponies is almost too easy. We could take down Twilight and her friends 100 times, but as long as they have the love of Equestria behind them, they'd crawl back to defeat us. Not anymore.
No friendship, no magic. It's so obvious when you think about it. I did my part freaking out the Pegasi.
And Grogar's long absence has given me
Oh.
time to prepare.
What is he
part
doing?
of our plan. Grogar's bell. This artifact can steal any creature's magic.
Oh.
It holds that magic until it is released by this spell. Which means all the power inside is ours for the taking.
I mean, can't you just take magic yourself, Tirek?
Calling on the bell.
Let's try the spell before Grogar gets back. I'm sick of waiting for that old goat's master plan.
Take my hands. So we can all be part of the spell. Unless you'd prefer I take all the magic myself.
Our pact stands.
Maybe this just makes it
What
easier?
we do together. Once we defeat the protectors of Equestria, we can claim this land and rule our kingdoms alone once more.
Oh. Okay.
My little pony, my little pony.
Interesting. So made it into shadows.
I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you are my very best friend?
I have returned.
Oh.
Twilight Sparkle's coronation is today, and we are going to ruin it with this artifact.
Okay.
To succeed, you must
Another
work
magical
together.
artifact.
Oh, way ahead of you, Grogar.
Oh. That was something. Huh, she's... Is Cozy an alicorn now?
Well, you had it all this time.
He didn't know?
Didn't you tell me?
We're villains, duh.
Guess she is. Princess Cozy Glow, huh? Oh.
That was unexpected.
What?
Wait, Discord was Grogar? Like the whole time. Should we follow him?
Without magic, he's no threat. Besides, we have...
I like Chrysalis' new look, but what?
Doesn't she look so
How does-
adorably regal up there?
How does that work?
Little Twilight, all grown up. Should we tell her that we've cleared out our royal suite so she and Spike can move in?
Oh, maybe wait until after the coronation. Twilight doesn't need anything else to worry about today.
So, you freaking out yet?
About what?
Oh, I don't know. It's not every day the
mean,
princesses
Discord.
that ruled Equestria for hundreds of moons retire and pass all their responsibilities.
I trusted
on to
you,
and
Discord.
your
What are you
friends.
doing?
Oh, that. Actually, I'm feeling pretty good. We've all faced so much and come out okay. I know we're up to the challenge of keeping Equestria safe and happy. There's nothing we can't handle together. Which reminds me...
Royal Advisor? What's that?
Okay.
A new position I created
Wow.
for you. You've been at my side for
Special
every
title
step
to
of
make
this
Spike
journey.
feel good.
Knowing I had you to count on gave me the strength I needed to grow and succeed. I wouldn't be here without you.
Aww.
Thanks, Twilight. You know I'll always be your right hoof dragon.
I was hoping you'd say that, because now that my crown's been fitted, we have some royal errands to run.
Ready?
And you sure this is where Pinkie told
And
us to
Fluttershy.
get the blackberries for her special coronation dessert?
Maybe they keep their produce in the back?
Nope, this is all we got. But I got
I guess we're remembering that Pinkie Pie actually exists this episode.
No, thank you. We'll keep looking.
More. Ooh, Twilight, darling, you're just in time. Only one more pre-coronation stop. We're picking up the final touch for your après hors d'oeuvre gown.
Is that before or after the royal marshmallow eating contest gown?
What?
Oh.
I haven't made one of those. You must tell me when they add these sorts of things.
It's
Marshmallow
okay,
eating
Rarity.
contest could
I
be
was just joking.
could be dangerous for Rarity.
Day of her coronation?
Wow.
You've come a long way, Twilight.
Well, that's odd. They look open.
What do you want?
Oh, well, this being a thread shop, I thought I might buy some.
Put the bits in the mail slot.
Oh.
What was that about?
You know designers don't like being interrupted when they're on a creative roll. Oh, with thread this exquisite, can you blame them?
Weather for the coronation is sunny skies.
Simber Dash.
It was weird, though. Not many Pegasi wanted to help me clear the clouds. They were kinda on edge.
They're not the only ones.
It's the first shift in royal power in over a millennium. Of course, every pony is a little jumpy. Change does that.
But I'm sure it's not because they're worried about you. How could they be? How many times have you saved their flanks by now?
You're right. I'll just have to let every pony know that even with Celestia and Luna gone, we'll make sure things stay the same.
Twilight! There you are! You mind telling your friend here that I don't need an official guard wherever I go? Especially if he ain't gonna help carry apples?
I appreciate you taking such good care of my friends, but we're fine now.
It was the strangest thing. He kept calling me Earth Pony, like
Oh.
I didn't have a name. And walking
Well-
like he thought I'd steal the silver.
Do not go in that kitchen. You look like you were in a sugar war.
For some reason, the bakers are super grouchy with each other. That unicorn chef started throwing dessert at Mrs. Cake. I tried to help, but I got caught in the crossfire. Tasty, tasty crossfire.
You sure this is just pre-coronation nerves?
Oh, my aching metatarsals. You know, you forget how convenient snap travel is.
Wait, did you just walk here? On foot?
Yes, actually. And I have a confession to make. You see, I might have made the teeniest boo-boo. All very well-intentioned and noble on my part, of course.
Point, Discord.
You remember that whole thing with King Sombra? That was slightly my fault, and by slightly, I mean, I brought him back.
You did?
Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
How?
Which is why I also brought back 3 other villains who are now on the loose and not really big fans of yours. So, my bad.
Let me get this straight. You wanted to boost Twilight's confidence, so you brought back Chrysalis,
Really?
Flo, and T-Rex to attack her?
Don't forget Sombra.
And while you united these 3 villains, you pretended to be Grogar?
Discord, how could you do this to Twilight and us?
I mean,
What a great job you did defeating Sombra. All the confidence. Remember
Yeah?
Hearing the hoof bumps?
Except it was all a lie.
A well-intentioned lie.
For all the time you spent with us, you really haven't picked up too much in the way of friendship lessons, huh?
You've been setting up challenges for us the whole time, haven't you? None of our successes were actually real.
Of course they were. You just had an extremely good-looking safety net.
And how was that supposed to help again?
I intended to prepare Twilight for anything by orchestrating an epic attack at her coronation.
Yeah.
Beastly beast!
You tell him
You
already.
know how much this day means to Twilight. And me! I made her dress!
That's what's important.
Such a horrible plan!
You don't take a final exam on your first day of class. Just think, after defeating 3 baddies, Twilight would have to believe that she's the leader we all know she is.
You have
Oh,
made a
here we go.
grave mistake.
Here we go, serious Celestia.
Do you have anything else
mean-
you would like to tell us?
This is pretty bad though,
You like the
Discord.
good news or the bad news?
That wasn't the bad news.
All my chaos magic is gone, trapped in Grogar's bell.
So what's the good news?
Chrysalis.
Why did you want the bell,
Cozy Glow
by the
now
way,
have
Discord?
all of the real Grogar's magic.
In what world is that good news?
Compared to me losing my powers, anything else is good news.
Twilight, we need to make a plan. Maybe it's not too late to stop this disaster from happening.
I need some time to think first.
Well, there isn't any time. Look what I overheard them saying.
Oh.
Just listen to my voice and use your imagination. Let the fool go. With our magic, he's no threat. Besides, we have plans. The lame six are so busy being perfect, they haven't even noticed what we've been up to. Have I mentioned how great revenge is? Oh, I hope you got a name picked out for your future kingdom, because it's time to destroy Equestria. They're probably on their way to attack Canterlot right now.
Then we'll stop them!
How? Stopping Sombra by himself was hard enough, and that was with Lord of Chaos training wheels.
Twilight, it doesn't matter if Discord set up your successes or not. We believe in you, and always have.
Lean on your
You
strength.
really only
and
set
count
up
your
that one, I
weaknesses.
think.
My strength? Right, Spike! Send a letter to Star Swirl. Tell him we need the pillars to guard the borders of Canterlot.
Okay,
If
yeah,
the
Star
villains are
Swirl.
coming for a
He
fight,
could be
we'll
useful.
have one waiting for them.
And the pillars, too.
With Chrysalis on the loose, she'll go after
These two?
Starlight. Warren Cadence
These
in
two?
shining
Or
armor.
3?
Our final line of defense if we fail.
I'm not sure the baby can do much.
The ultimate battle for the fate of Equestria is coming.
Also, so much for what
Not going anywhere
Sunburst said
until
about
you two stop arguing.
Flurry being older now.
Chrysalis, say something nice about T-Rex.
Exactly the same.
No, he's red.
T-Rex?
Very nice.
She's not as annoying as I expected.
Good. Now we were talking about Grogar's bell.
We should take the magic inside it. You know how powerful Discord was. That much chaos magic
Chrissy looking
in
good
our
in that.
veins.
But taking it all would be madness. It's impossible for any other creature to control.
I guess if you need a guinea pig to find out if any pony can use chaos magic, I'll volunteer.
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
Now I have more power than all of you. Kneel before my might.
Yeah, you don't know how to use it, do you? Wow. That is quite the design, though.
I still think chaos magic is a good idea.
Leave it in the bell. We've got a kingdom to conquer.
So, where should we
So the
strike
actual
first?
Grogar's magic was in that bell. And that's what they got.
Everywhere.
We've faced enemies of Equestria before, and we've always succeeded. That wouldn't be possible without all of you.
You're welcome.
Dude, read the
Especially those 5
So
random
I ask
guards.
for your help again today, in what is our biggest battle yet. All of Equestria is at stake, and I can't do this alone. But I'm not afraid, because with friendship as our armor and teamwork as our power, no pony can ever bring us down.
Good Twilight speech?
Come on!
Oh.
Where'd you get that? A daily affirmations calendar?
Yeesh. Cozy Glow?
You're about to wipe the floor with you.
Yeah.
Wow, it's true. Alicorns really do have more fun.
Okay.
Spread out and stay ready, friends. Canterlot depends on us.
Some Nebula. Oh. So they gotta deal with Tyrek. Ooh. Don't do that. Don't. Yeah, this isn't good. This is not gonna be good. Wow.
Magic seasoned with age. Delicious.
No!
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, run along. The big stallions are playing.
Oh, Somnambula, warn the princesses.
This is. Come on. Oh. No. No.
The perfect dessert to a legendary meal.
Well, that's not good. Aw. See.
Stay with your buddy. No running. Just follow Counselor Trixie.
Starlight, Star Bright. Where's the
Oh,
pony?
of course she goes for Starlight.
I have to go. You got this?
No pony does a great and powerful escape like Trixie.
Aww. Aww.
Ah, just the
That
head
hug.
mare I want to see.
You didn't make an appointment.
Oh.
What is this place?
Somewhere you can't hurt any pony.
Wrong. I can hurt you.
Here we go.
Ah, stay still so I can blast you.
Oh yeah, real motivating.
Ooh. Is Cadence gonna show up? I assume we're near the Crystal Empire.
You'll pay for that.
Put it on.
And she's the other one who has history with Chrysalis. Oh. Wow, that was a badass shot from her. Oh no. Oh no.
Now I'll have all eternity to take my revenge on you.
I guess no Cadence. Ooh.
Stand down, Cozy Glow.
Gee, I guess I could, but I'm having too much fun.
Ready, sister? Wait, what are you?
Oh. Oh no! She has the bell.
That's the problem with you magic types. You're so reliant on all your special power, you forget to use your brains.
Keep telling yourself that. Now!
Ah! Surprise attack!
Hmm.
Fly, my pretties!
Okay. Hmm.
You think your
What do they
pathetic
do?
shield can stop us? The pillars have been defeated. Your school is abandoned. Face it, Twilight. You've lost.
You can attack us, and we may fall, but Equestria will still stand, united in friendship.
I
We
may
won't
fall.
stop until we defeat you. no matter how many ponies you take down.
Didn't you all notice something was wrong in Equestria? We've been busy.
A whisper here, a rumor there.
Destroy some crops, cause some damage.
Turn pony against pony.
Yeah.
Until your whole kingdom is on edge, waiting for just one tiny thing to push them over the brink.
There's no backup friends or rainbow magic to save you now.
Golly, I think it's time for some redecorating.
Ooh.
You know what's stronger than friendship?
Oh, Chrysalis.
Because when you have to protect yourself, you don't have time for any pony else.
Too bad you never taught that in school. Huh?
Oh.
Go, Twilight! Get help! We'll hold them till you get back. No, I can't leave you here.
It's our only chance. You'll come up with something to save the day. You always do. We believe
Best pony having her moment.
Fly, you fool!
Flyful. Nice. Gotta have the references.
And now for your complete destruction. Won't that be fun?
Patience, Cozy. Destruction is so permanent. We need to show the rest of Equestria that we've broken their
So they're gonna
heroes.
start fighting each other? Is that
Besides,
how it's gonna
we should
go?
have fun with our guests.
No! We should hunt down Twilight Sparkle. As long as she's out there, she's dangerous.
Is that big, strong Minotaur that scared of one little pony? Relax. It's not like her friends are going anywhere. The fools brought the remains of my throne to Canterlot to protect themselves. Those shards block their magic. Careful. Too close and the shards cancel even our powers. But on this side of the cavern, we're the most powerful beings in Equestria. Thanks to Grogar's bell. Isn't that right, Grogar?
Oh, Discord, you really screwed up here.
What are you doing? You saw what happened when you tried to take Discord's chaos
Well,
magic.
Yeah, but there's Alicorn Princess magic in there now, too. I could be so much more powerful if I just could have...
What do you mean, you could be?
Hello? I'm the best one out of all of us. Nobody sees me.
Wow. Yeah, here we go.
This is
Here's something to exploit.
We gotta find Twilight. She's probably already figured out some way to defeat those monsters.
I...
Any idea how we get out of here to do that?
Too sticky. There's no way any pony could get through this.
I'm so sorry. It made so much sense in my head. Twilight defeats her worst enemies and is filled with confidence. I truly did have the best intentions. I swear I'll make it up to you.
That's gonna need to be
Aw,
a pretty
Fluttershy.
epic makeup.
Stay away from the bell, you pest! None of us can use the Alicorn's magic until we figure out how to handle that fool's ridiculous chaos magic.
It was that other thing that
Always
Discord or
tell you.
Grogar had.
It would give you power
At the start.
over all reality, but you'd have to ask nicely and spare my friends.
No, Discord! This isn't the way to help!
Discord, could you please...
Wow.
Threats are more my speed.
Speak! He's lying. He won't tell us.
I certainly won't tell you after the way you lied to me last time we teamed up, you muscle-bound cretin.
This cretin could destroy you before you blink, so choose your words carefully.
You're right. Cretin is too polite. How about pathetic centaur, who uses magic to compensate for the fact that deep down, he's afraid he'll never be enough to please dear old dad?
Oh.
King Vorak?
Okay. Know a bit more about Kirak now. Got some daddy issues, I guess. Vorak.
Did he though?
Oh. Oh!
Get her!
Come on, Starlight. Okay. Oh.
Fine.
Well, they don't have any magic,
We may
so.
not have our magic, but we aren't completely helpless. We'll hold them off as long as we can.
Okay. I don't think that'll be very long.
That was a pretty epic makeup.
Just save Equestria and keep Fluttershy safe.
Aww. Yeah, Discord came through, but still all his fault.
Why are you out in the open? Hide!
Where is every pony?
The unicorns have been gathering in Celestia's School of Magic ever since the attack. That's where I was headed when I saw you.
What about the Earth ponies and Pegasi?
It's every pony for themselves.
That ain't right.
Well, you can all stand out here and debate. I'm going where I'm safe.
Chrysalis was telling the truth. They really have turned ponies against each other. Every pony's scared, that's all. We just need to get to Ponyville and find Twilight pronto. She'll know how to set things right. Please, stay calm. I know it seems bad, but there's no need to panic.
Give us one good reason not to!
Because Ponyville's own heroes of Equestria are here to save us.
Well?
Where'd all these ponies come from?
Earth ponies been pouring in looking for somewhere safe.
We don't have unicorn magic to protect us. We're a city in the sky to hide it like those cowardly Pegasi. Cowardly? They're blocking Cloudsdale. Said they didn't want any grounded ponies up in their business. Listen up, buddy.
Don't. That's exactly what Chrysalis and the others want. More fighting. We know you're scared. We're here to help.
Oh, you better fix this! Twilight's probably as worried as every pony else and trying to find somewhere safe. That's why I was sure she'd be waiting for us in Ponyville. Where else could she be? I know where Twilight is!
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Celestia. You're all right. She's upstairs. It's.
I mean, I guess it makes sense she'd go here. But surprised these two aren't coming to help
You're
at all.
here? I was so worried. Where are the princesses?
They put up a crazy fight so we could escape and find you. Mission accomplished. Now let's save Equestria!
They made a terrible mistake. You all did. From the second I got away, I've been searching every book, scroll, and spell for a way to rescue you and stop Chrysalis, T-Rex, and Cozy, but I haven't found anything. I failed.
You'll come up with something. We can't save Equestria without you.
You all escaped without my help. You didn't need me then, so why would any pony need me now?
We know things look bad, but we've been in tough spots before.
Come on,
and
Twilight.
Look around. Nothing we've ever done has mattered. Sombra returned and destroyed the Tree of Harmony. Chrysalis, T-Rex, Cozy Glow returned and more powerful than ever. The School of Friendship shut down. Every pony in Equestria is so blinded by fear they can't remember what friendship is. Nothing we do makes any difference.
But we're still freeing together, and
Yeah.
it's not like things could get any worse.
Never say that! That's the running theme of all these episodes. And of course. Yes, we knew this was coming.
Never to say that by now.
Wow. Wow. At least Spike is self-aware.
The heartwarming Eve story.
They're
Creatures made of
right
wind that
there.
spread cold and misery across the land to punish ponies. Seems pretty real to me. Let the Pegasi deal with this. There's nothing we can do except hide.
Yeah. Gotta get the students in there.
Wind. We can't control it, and we can't rely
Oh,
on those
you're cute.
snooty unicorns for any help. Build up the cloud bank. We'll try to block it.
What about every pony down below?
They're on their own. We all are.
Fortify the shields around the School of Magic. We need to protect ourselves. It's all we can
Come on,
do.
Lyra, what are you doing there? You be with Bon Bon.
We have to do something.
I've already done enough.
Good to see Moon Dancer, though.
You want the truth, Twilight? Bad things happen. No matter what you do, there's never gonna be a time when everything's perfect. But that don't mean you quit trying.
What if I make things worse? Ever since Celestia told me I was taking over, I've been gaining confidence. Then I find out it's all a lie. Equestria's been falling apart around us and I didn't even notice. What kind of princess does that make me?
Aw.
I'm scared.
probably know more about being scared than any pony.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of you, I've learned I'm always less scared when I'm with my friends.
If we're facing impossible odds, we're facing them together.
It's what we always do, darling.
But we're on our own, and we have no idea what to do.
That's true pretty much every time something terrible is about to happen.
We don't have the elements of harmony anymore. How can you all be so calm about this?
Because even if you don't believe you can do this, we do. We believe in you.
Aw.
In us.
The truth is, all our lives wouldn't be the same if we hadn't met. We're better off because of our friendship with you. So when you say you haven't made a difference, that's just not true. You've made a big difference to us.
Thank you. Sometimes even the Princess of Friendship needs a reminder that there's more to the magic of friendship than rainbow lasers.
Hello, that part is pretty cool.
Aw. Hug.
We still need a plan.
That sounds like the pony I used to full sit for.
There we go.
Count us in.
Good.
No, you need to stay here and protect
Come on, let them help.
If we don't, if things don't work out, she's Equestria's last hope. Okay, 3 of our worst villains have taken over, powered up by ancient magic. Every pony in Equestria is so scared and divided that the Wendigos are circling, and it's up to
Cadence
us
could
to
be
go.
useful. I mean, you could leave Flame with Shining.
The same thing we do every time, Pinky.
I don't know.
Try to save the world.
Wow, nice reference.
Every
But
ourselves.
Pinky.
Now we can hunt down the rest of the Wendigos.
I'm not hunting any pony down in this weather. Can't we magically get rid of them and warm things up?
I don't think we should. This could work out quite well for me.
You mean us?
The harsh weather is the final blow to break the ponies' spirits. Once Equestria is a frozen wasteland, we'll use our magic to destroy those windy beasts. Ponies will be so grateful they'll do whatever I want.
The Wendigos are ancient magic. It would be unwise to leave them unchecked. Best we deal with them now.
We probably should deal with
Yeah.
our friends before anything else.
I thought it was too cold for you to hunt any pony down.
We don't need to. They're right there.
Oh.
You think they know we're here?
I'd say they have an idea.
That bell has Discord, Celestia, and Luna's magic inside. If they use it against us...
Discord's magic is so chaotic, he's the only one who can use it.
You just can't accept that you were beaten before you even realized there was a fight, can you?
You can't beat us if we never give up. As long as I have my friends by my side, I'll put my faith in friends.
Can we get on with this?
Wow. Friendship speech denied. That was a cool animation.
We need to get that bell and get Discord and the princesses their magic back. Rainbow Dash, Pinky, you're with me.
Sweet! I'll grab that bell in 10 seconds!
No, we're the distraction.
Oh.
They're gonna get the bell.
Okay.
Come out, wherever you are.
There!
Oh. Nice. What are you? Okay. It's Pinkie Pie. Oh.
Do they have to be so annoying?
Not annoying, distracting.
Oh. Well, almost. Nice. Another good magical rarity. Oh, yes. Yes.
Now, Professor, we all know you're not the best one.
I mean,
Enough! Or the dragon's wings get plucked.
ooh.
Please, don't hurt him!
Don't worry about me! Just say no!
Turns out that the magic of friendship is your biggest weakness. A fitting end to your pathetic story.
No matter what, we face it together.
open my eyes? You sure can. Way to go, Twilight!
It's not me.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's what's her name? From the movie. Why can I not remember that?
Don't let them escape!
Which one?
Tempest. And the Yaks. Just everyone coming in. Dragons, griffins.
The changelings won't fool them forever, and I don't know how long the unicorn shield will hold.
I don't understand.
Thorax.
How are you all here?
That's kinda our fault. You know those
Of
dumb
course.
lectures about friendship you gave at school?
We all know the story of Heartswarming Eve. We can defeat the Wendigos together.
You really think if we all sing a couple songs, everything will be fine?
Fairy punch.
It's not just singing that saved the founders of Equestria. It's what it represented.
Earth ponies, unicorns, and Pegasi becoming friends. We learned at Twilight School that friendship is the most powerful
Aw.
magic there is.
Focusing on our differences keeps us
Okay.
divided.
This is great.
Wendigos use that
Have we
to
seen these two
against
before?
us.
The unicorn.
Yaks strong.
Pegasi?
Ponies strong. But yaks and ponies stronger together. Yaks must be loyal
Yona?
to pony friends.
I know helping other creatures by being kind and generous sounds lame, but I've seen how powerful it can be.
Playing together,
Wow.
singing together, even laughing together. That's what real heroes look like.
Were we really happy by ourselves at the bottom of the ocean? Be honest. It's the ponies that showed us a better way.
They've taught us how powerful love and the magic of friendship truly is. We can't let them stand alone. We're their friends. They need us.
How
Aw.
about that? It's just like you said the day we opened that school. The
This
more
is
you
great.
know about friendship, the safer we'll be.
We told you you had it all figured out.
Wow. Lyra.
Enough! Because of you, I almost lost my way. But every creature here has reminded me of the true power of friendship. There will always be darkness in the world, but there will also always be those who find the light. The pillars knew this.
Oh.
That's why they created the elements of harmony.
Okay. Just bringing everyone there.
The elements showed me and my friends how
Oh.
strong our friendship could be. Together we work to bring harmony to Equestria.
Just everyone
There
getting
will
magic
always
charged,
be
I
more
guess.
to do, which is why we teach
So
others
restored,
about the magic of friendship. Others who will continue our mission after we are gone. Now I truly understand. The elements were just symbols. The real magic has always been right here. And the more who understand how powerful friendship
It's really
is,
good to see
the
Tempest again.
stronger we will all be
Even though I forgot her name for like
together.
a good long minute. Takes care of the Wendigos. Yeah, that's some hardcore rainbow magic. Oh. De-alicorned.
You think friendship will save you? We will always return. Nothing will ever stop us.
Oh. Okay.
Chocolate ring?
I guess.
Don't look at me.
Perhaps maybe I should.
That makes way too much sense. She is the only one who could use Discord's magic.
Later, there's some chaos in my soup.
And she hadn't really had a moment before that. I mean, she kind of did, I guess, with the.
Isn't a punishment worthy of all
Oh.
you've done?
Oh, that does seem fitting.
May I help, please?
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Together forever. I can't think of anything that they would want less.
When I sent you to Ponyville,
Aw.
I had high hopes. When you became Princess of
Chrysalis.
Friendship, I knew I made the right choice. But nothing could prepare me for how proud I am right now. Equestria is definitely in the right hooves. You are ready.
You know what? I think I am.
Thank goodness. First question, Your Highness. What do we do with all these creatures?
We're gonna need a lot more chairs for the coronation.
Actually, as ruler of Equestria, I'd like to postpone the coronation for a
Ruler
while.
of Equestria.
At least until the castle's rebuilt. Besides, there's something we need to do first.
Host apocalyptic donuts. Interesting choice.
Huh.
I know, but there's gonna be plenty of
Donut
time for
Joe.
all the challenges and struggles and adventures to come. For now, I just want to spend a quiet moment with the 6 best friends I've ever had.
Aww.
Well, mostly quiet.
Wow.
It's like the end of an era. Or the beginning of an even more awesome era.
All I know is whatever comes next is going to be perfect.
How do you know that?
With you guys by my side, how could it not?
Okay. And here we go, many moons later.
I got here
Oh.
as soon as I could, but Friendship Ambassador is a full-time job these days. Making peace between Abyssinia
How many moons?
has not been easy.
That's why I picked you for the job.
Oh god. This is weird.
But I'm glad you could come.
This is very weird.
So, what's the emergency?
Ever since I took over Celestia's
Why doesn't-
school, my focus has been on teaching magic.
I-
But now it seems my top student has missed the most important lesson of all.
What do you mean?
Let's just say it'll be good to have my royal advisor and friendship ambassador by my side.
You'd think Spike would sound older.
She's here.
Send her in, Gallus.
Oh.
Your Majesty.
Luster, I may be
Luster.
the ruler of Equestria, but I'm still just your teacher.
And you've been wonderful. I've enjoyed every moment at the School of Magic. But I'm just not sure it's the right place for me.
I see.
And it's not work. I could spend weeks in the library doing research. It's just that there's a lot of focus on making friends.
If that's your problem, you've come to the right place.
But that's just it. I don't want to make friends.
Oh.
So you'd rather leave the School of Magic than make friends?
I was hoping to set up an independent course of study. I want to accomplish as much as you have someday.
It'll be hard to do that without friends.
I'm not so sure. Friendship looks like more of a distraction than anything else, and ultimately, a waste of time.
Oh, wow.
I know you and your friends accomplished a lot together, but that was so long ago, and as far as I can see,
How
you're
long
all
was
by
it?
yourself now.
Hello, royal advisor right here.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. In fact, I think it's better. Plus, if friendships ultimately fade, why even make them in the first place?
You know what, Luster Dawn? You're right.
Luster Dawn.
What? Friendship is more trouble than it's worth? This is your top student?
Yeah, it's kind of weird how it always turns out to be one of those
There's
types.
no guarantee they'll last. They can be complicated, they can be messy, and they never go the way you plan. Friendship is a hard
Oh.
thing to navigate. I remember the first time I realized it might not last forever.
Twilight? I'm pretty sure that's everything.
I'm just doing a final check, Spike.
But we did a final check of every room. Twice.
Aha! See? An issue of Power Ponies. Now aren't you glad we triple-checked?
Thanks, but I already read this one. I don't need to take it to Camelot.
No. You love Power Ponies. We're taking it.
Really, Twilight? We don't have to bring the comic. I'm not even sure how much longer I'll collect it. A lot is changing, and I am getting older.
Just because things change doesn't mean you leave everything you love behind.
Oh.
You're not still worried about ruling Equestria, are you?
No, I know it took some time, but I've never been more ready for anything in my life. Just because I'm ready to sit on the throne in Canterlot doesn't
So
mean
who's
I'm
gonna
ready
use this
to leave
castle now?
Ponyville. When we were all fighting to save Equestria from T-Rex, Chrysalis, and Cozy Glow, I was too busy to think about it. But now it's all happening at once.
What is?
The coronation, moving, leaving our friends.
I thought we'd all be ruling Equestria together.
Of course we will, but it won't be the same. They all have lives here. We're moving away and they're not, and I can't help but feel like we're leaving them behind. What if we all just drift apart?
I guess I hadn't thought about it like that. Maybe you should talk to them. I bet they're feeling the same way.
You're right, Spike. Thanks. Sometimes talking to a good friend is all it takes. So, you're not worried about how things might change with me living in Canterlot?
Of course not. Change is natural, like the seasons. That's just life on the farm.
I guess so.
Anywho, I really need to get all these boxes packed and sorted. There's a lot more work now that the folks beyond Equestria are coming to the coronation, too.
Worried? No way! Unless you're talking about the coronation, because then yes.
Wow.
Obviously the cakes are handled, but there's the whole rest of the party to stay on top of. Honestly, I'm not convinced Gummy really took care of the fireworks.
But what about after the coronation?
Bit of
Don't
Gummy.
you think things are gonna be different?
Well, since I'll be in charge of all the Canterlot galas from now on, I'll have to go there a lot more. So I guess that's different, but I don't think I mind.
No, of course not.
Aw. And now some Fluttershy.
Wonderful work, everyone.
Nice.
We couldn't be more ready. Josephine, if you and the rest of the doves leave now, we should all arrive in Canterlot at the same time. Eloise and Hubert, you should go too. I know it's a long way, but don't worry. I'll bring plenty of snacks to restore your energy before we perform. Everyone else gets to ride, since the trip's too much for your little wings. We need everyone in tip-top shape for the coronation. I'm glad we got the chance for one last rehearsal. Everyone's so excited. But I can't imagine any pony's more excited than you. Moving to Canterlot, being crowned, I can't think of a single bad thing about any of it.
Yeah, me neither.
In 3, 2,
And now Rainbow Dash.
and... Look, Rainbow Dash, I know this is important to you, and we all want the routine to be special, but are you sure it needs to be this complicated?
Of course! And I know we can pull it off. Sorry, Twilight. I don't have time to talk. We've got a lot more work to do before the coronation.
Now Best Bunny.
Darling, change is an integral part of fashion. I myself am considering opening boutiques for non-ponies.
Oh.
Things must evolve, or they become stale.
You go already.
For example, I was just struck with a sudden inspiration to change my design for your gown by including the webs of these star spiders. They glow for a short while after they're spun. They won't have much time to weave the sash, but the effect will be dazzling. You see, darling, change can be fabulous if you embrace it.
Starlight is supposed to come over soon. There's a little something we wanted to give you before we leave. You know what? I think you're right, Twilight. I should take my comics to Canterlot. We can't leave the Power Ponies behind.
I don't think the Power Ponies care, Spike. Just like all of our friends.
Aw, that's not it.
All right, Twilight. Are you ready? We all wanted to see you off, but there's still a lot to do. Aren't you coming on the train? I gotta go with Big Mac so we can go over our packing list, or we won't know who gets what deliveries.
And I'm gonna meet the Wonderbolt so we can go over the routine one last time. I'm going with Gummy. He said he knows when the fireworks display should start, but does any pony really believe that? And I still need to pick up food for the swans and doves who flew ahead to Canterlot. If I don't get them fed, they'll be too pooped to perform.
Well, I'll be living in Canterlot alone. Might as well take the train alone, too. Bye, I guess.
Aw.
Oh, you won't be traveling alone, darling. I'll have just enough time on the train to weave the star spider sash for your gown. But you should leave now. There's no time to dawdle if you want the coronation to be perfect.
That's the problem. You're also worried about making my coronation perfect, but I'm leaving Ponyville and none of you even care.
Exactly. You moved away, your friends didn't care, and that was that.
Actually, not exactly.
Of course not.
Of course we care that you're moving, Twilight.
I can't believe you think we don't. What could possibly make you think that?
I tried to talk to you all about how I was feeling, but you seemed more worried about what you had to do for the coronation.
It's true. I was there.
I suppose it gave us something else to focus on.
I knew you were worried about everything changing. I guess I thought if I made it seem like everything was okay, it would be.
I was just trying to make you feel better. That way I wouldn't feel so terrible.
Before I moved to Ponyville, I didn't really know what friendship was. You've all taught me so much. I can't believe it all might be ending.
Aww.
But when I imagine the future, all I can think about is that we won't be together. I'm literally moving away from you and it's terrifying.
I'm scared too. Me too. Rattled to the core.
Yep.
Aww.
I wouldn't say scared.
Wow.
But just because I won't say it doesn't mean I don't feel it. I'm gonna miss you so much.
I just can't stop thinking about how much things are going to change.
What if we don't see each other? What if we don't talk as much?
What if we don't stay friends?
I know it's weird, but knowing you're all as upset as I am actually makes me less worried.
That's nice. But you should be more worried about missing the train to Canada.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Sorry I'm so
and
late.
there's
Actually
Starlight.
thought I'd missed you. There's no time!
Poor Starlight.
Oh no, we missed it!
Well, I mean,
But maybe...
yeah.
Okay, we're on the train. Everything should be fine, right?
I'd worked out exactly how much time I needed to weave my Star Spider sash, and now I'm behind.
I hope Big Mac can figure out who gets what deliveries on his own.
I assume these contain the finest sparkling apple juice?
Yup.
Oh, the sweet apple acres applesauce for my coronation parfait.
Oh no.
This is the applesauce.
You got that backwards, didn't you?
Yup.
I don't have the snacks the doves and swans will need to perform after their long flight. I'd better find the food car.
Oh no. Yeah,
And I need to meet the Wonderbolts. Where's the coronation team?
Well, they waited, but when you didn't show, they thought you must have meant to meet outside a candlelight.
The only thing I'm worried about is Gummy handling the fireworks display. I'm sure it's fine.
Well, it
Yeah.
could always be worse.
oh no. You. Why? Well, I think that's every episode that's done. Someone says something to that effect.
You all right? My friends and I had a few hiccups on the way, but everything's fine now.
We really are both just so proud of you. If you need a moment, that's
Also a nice
all right.
episode callback
It is
there with the
your
sheep.
coronation.
Although it would be nice to get started. Are you ready?
No!
She can't possibly be crowned without her coronation gown.
Yeah, do something about that hair too.
Citizens of Equestria and beyond.
Come on.
My sister and I.
Well, that was the dragon from the
planned for quite some
season
time,
1 episode.
But even we know that change eventually comes
Gilda?
to us all.
Oh, and,
though we know it can
Capper.
be unsettling, it's as natural as the rising and setting of the sun and the moon. Both of which my sister and I feel confident leaving in the hooves of the
Aw, that's a nice dress. Good job.
You look amazing. Oh, I almost forgot.
And so,
Oh.
without further ado, new ruler
Rarity?
of Equestria,
You left the spiders on that.
Twilight Sparkle.
Wow.
Sorry.
Cool. That's kind of epic. Oh.
Twilight.
You could probably get that, Luna. Oh no.
Oh dear. I know these aren't the snacks I promised, but it's all I could find.
Well, Dash or no Dash, Twilight's about to get that crown. Wonderful, roll out!
Yep.
No, wait!
Okay, I guess Gummy. Oh, wow.
To Twilight!
Lyra and Bon Bon.
Close enough.
Autumn Blaze there, too.
Okay, I get it now. Your coronation was such a disaster that you and your friends never really recovered, and that's why you all died.
I don't think that's it.
Well, you're half right.
About being a disaster, obviously, but...
So, the coronation wasn't a disaster, and your friendships just faded away over time?
Not exactly.
Oh,
Sorry I'm late.
here we go.
It's so hard to find a sitter with a sense of humor for little cheese.
Oh, look. Okay.
Honestly,
I guess
I would have
that's
been here sooner.
canon
You
now.
would not believe how busy
Not sure how to feel about that.
is these days.
But
Maybe we could get to places on time if you let me do some of the chores instead of always doing everything yourself.
Maybe I would if you did them the right way.
Oh.
Sorry. We're not the last ones, are we?
Aww.
Discord's headed to an O&O convention where he'd be joining us.
I just assumed that since you aren't together all the time now...
That we aren't friends? That's not the point of my story. It's true my coronation was a disaster.
Well, at least the coronation is over.
I'm gonna have a lot to talk about here.
That was something.
I was just about to say the same thing. I know maybe it wasn't the coronation you planned, but it's good to see all of you laughing.
We wanted to give this to you before you left Ponyville, but things got a little hectic.
Since you're moving away, we thought if you missed any of us, or Ponyville, this might help.
Aw. Oh. Well, that's,
It's a book of memories.
very Harry Potter.
No matter how much things change, you always have this to look back on.
I love it. Thank you so much. But I don't want to only look back. Obviously, the coronation wasn't perfect, but that doesn't matter. It's our relationships that really count, and we have to maintain them.
But now that we'll be living in different places, I'm not exactly sure how.
I am. I suggest we meet once a moon. In fact, my first royal decree as ruler of Equestria is to establish this Council of Friendship.
Aw. Council of Friendship.
And what a wonderful decree it is.
We always knew that whatever adversity you faced, you and your friends would find your way through it together.
We know Equestria is in the perfect hooves
Celestia looks
with you
weird without her
and
crown.
your friends looking out for it. And while we'll always be here if you need us, it's time for us to be on our way.
You're leaving?
We hope you'll come and visit us in Silver Shoals.
But now it's time for you to rule on your own. You're all more than capable.
Aw.
For everything.
So, even though everything changed, and you moved away from your friends, you didn't grow apart? And this is the Council of Friendship. That's what you're all doing here?
Duh, this time every moon.
What she means is, this is how we've been ruling together.
And how we've continued to face every problem and threat to Equestria over the years.
But mostly, it's how we keep in touch. No matter how busy life gets.
Sometimes friendships can be hard, and it takes work to maintain them. But without friends, things can be a lot harder.
I never thought about friendship being something to work at, and I don't mind work. I guess if they don't have to fade away, maybe making friends isn't the waste of time I thought. But I've been so focused on my studies, I wouldn't know where to start.
That's alright, because I know exactly where to send you.
Oh. Okay, song.
I was unsure. I thought I knew all that I needed, didn't know what to expect. But when my walls came down, I saw the truth. All along something was missing, and I think you'll see it too. This is where the magic.
Of course. Send her to Ponyville. Aw! Look at those two. Aw, they look great.
The bonds grow deeper, lasting longer, and the
Oh. Oh, I guess not then. Or, I don't know.
Long as we're still here together, we'll be flying happily. This is where the magic happens.
Huh. Oh. No, those, I guess she does wear her hair like that. Never mind. Apple Bloom, I think you... I don't know. These two? Aww! Oh wow, Yona. Yona's really grown up. Oh, those two? Great song here, by the way. I'm gonna have to listen to this a lot. Aww. Nice, we're getting that line in there. Aww. Aww. Well, we got a new bunch of students, I guess, there. Got a Kieran and... Teared up there right at the very end. Just hit me that it is the end. Beautiful ending. Yeah, I have a lot to talk about here. That was special. That was everything we wanted. And it's kind of unfair to the first two episodes. Because I don't really have as much to say about them. They were both good, though. There was nothing wrong with either of those episodes. They were... I mean, the first one, I said, I kind of feel like it could have been earlier. Like, it felt like they were at a younger maturity level than they have been for a while. But, I don't know, maybe that's just my perception there. But otherwise, just a really cute, fun episode, and just a good time overall. Yeah, just a solid CMC episode. Not too much to really say about it, but it was good. Second episode, again, really, really good. I mean, the whole wedding, and again, they kind of did what they did with Style World Review and did kind of a documentary style. Although I guess they were just telling the story to Applejack, just explaining things. But yeah, it was it was pretty great. Oh. Okay. I thought I saw something, so I was kind of scrolling through the episode. That there was something going on in the background of the second episode with Lyra and Bonbon. And, yep, there definitely was. My brain didn't register what it was, but it was right to think that was important. That's kind of amazing. I mean, judging by the epilogue, obviously, they're still very much together, but that's just straight up confirming it there. We got a proposal going on. And that's awesome. That is really awesome. I'm glad that even though I didn't quite make out what that was during the episode, because it's so quick. It's really literally blink and you miss it. I'm glad I at least registered that there was something there to go back to. But it's kind of funny all this time with the episode being about proposals. We got another one going on in the background. That's great. But yeah, fun episode there. And then it was on to the finale, and it was epic. It was honestly one of my favorite two-parters, I would say. And a lot of it is because it was completely not what I expected. I mean, the twist just stunned me. I mean, maybe there was something hinting at it before, but completely caught me off guard that Grogar was in fact Discord. At first, because, I mean, does that mean he's really not reformed, as we have been led to believe all this time? But there are still questions about him being Grogar. Like, why did he want them to get that bell? And what is this thing that he arrives with? But, so that's weird. But apparently the bell still had Grogar's magic in it, and Cozy, Chrysalis, and Tyrek used that to power up, which was kind of neat. Got some new forms. Chrysalis gets some badass armor, and Cozy becomes an alicorn, and Tyrek, I guess, just gets bigger, because he's boring like that. But, yeah, that was... just so many great moments in it, like just looking back through it. Chrysalis being badass. But yeah, what I was saying, just not at all what I expected with how we set it up with the previous episodes. I kind of more thought it would be the other way, that Grogar was actually going to be the greater threat here and the actual villain we were going to have to deal with, and that he was going to manipulate the other three, and that we would actually kind of poised them to be reformed by the end, because they actually made it seem like they were actually kind of learning friendship, and that kind of makes the ending a bit weird, that we just, after showing they had at least some capacity there, we just turn them to stone. But I guess it's turning them to stone. I mean, maybe there's a plan to down the line eventually give them another chance like they did Discord, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, just so many, everything came up. It was really kind of a spectacular how they brought back the pillars. I'm just going through it again. Cozy Glow's super powered form. That is kind of amazing. I'm assuming that got some fan art and stuff. That's pretty special. Trying to use that chaos magic. Shame the pillars were so useless. Like Trixie's little moment. That was nice. And the hug. Just that nice bit of Star Tricks there. And then this battle between Chrysalis and Starlight, though it was brief, was really, really cool. And Chrysalis had some awesome moments. And not just there, but later in the episode, too. Yeah, and just everyone... Celestia and Luna. Yeah, here, well, you're not seeing it, but we have Discord kind of coming back through, even though, I mean, it's still just, this is his worst moment in terms of not thinking things through. But he gets Starlight out, she gets everyone else out. Starlight has another badass moment, and really helps them kind of have this. Oh, well, my camera's gone. That's a shame, but it's not that surprising. I was just hoping I had enough to cover the whole reaction, which I did. But we'll just finish the discussion here without. But yeah, my camera has a low capacity for video, so I have to watch that. But yeah, and it does show Sandbar and those other two apparent students who we've never really focused on before in their respective locations, and they kind of are what really ultimately saved the day. All these other moments, I like that Rarity got some moments too. I kind of skipped over that, but she had that moment where she actually used her magic and got to be a bit badass. And she had another one of those later in the final fight where she brought out her shield. And gotta love it. And then just everyone's showing up. This great big hero moment. We have all these characters. Even Flim and Flam are there. I didn't quite process that, but that's crazy. And there's Sunburst's mom, and of course Tempest, who I did see, and Zecora, and just everyone. That's cool. Flim and Flam even came through. That's kind of unexpected. They care after all, I guess. And just the dragons and the hippogriffs and just everyone, the changelings. And then there's the best moment of it all, which I've just gone to. Pinkie Pie, Chaos Pinkie Pie was everything I could want and more. That was the highlight. That was perfect. I didn't see it coming at all. But it just makes so much sense because I kept saying no one but Discord can handle the chaos magic that was just hammered home repeatedly. And of course it was setting up this glorious moment where Pinkie Pie does exactly that. Oh, and it was perfect. Beautiful. And then statues for those three. It's a shame. I mean, Chrysalis, I really like her character. And of course, Cozy Glow being turned to stone. We got further implications. Just, with her being a child still. But, yeah, interesting stuff. Though, of course, the most interesting episode of all to talk about is the last one. And, there's definitely a lot to go through here, and I'm going to see if I can catch anything that I might have missed. So we start with this scanning shot of Canterlot, which looks a lot more diverse now. Now, my video's not playing, which is weird, but I can still... Okay, there we go. Hopefully that doesn't ruin my recording. No, it still seems to be going. Good. Yeah, we got like dragons and hippogriffs and everything. And there's this cute statue of the main six that I didn't really register. But that's nice. And we got griffins and just everything all in Canterlot. So that's really cool to see. And then Spike... looking kind of like he did in that dream sequence back in season 1. A little bit, not quite as buff, but he just with the very square jaw. And Twilight, I mean, it's just kind of weird, but I guess she really might be immortal after all. I've always kind of not really agreed with that theory just because of some of the comments made, but I mean everyone else is aging and it seems like she's become like Celestia. So and we got a Griffin guard, which that's I didn't realize that's what's his Gallus. How did I not think of that? Yeah, that's Gallus, isn't it? That's cool. I'm bad at remembering names today. Just there's so many characters showing up, and yeah, her new student, was it Luster something? Luster Dawn, I want to say. Which, of course, another something shiny plus, yeah, a time. Though I guess hers is in reverse, if that is if it's Luster Dawn. Or was it Dawn Luster? I don't know, but good for other stuff. Let's see. Yeah, this shows these stained glass. Well, I want to see this. So we got the familiar ones, and then we have one with Cozy, Tyrek, and Chrysalis, obviously. And that's clearly, that's Flurryheart, isn't it? So her being coronated, and there's something with the Young Six and some weird creature. So that's interesting. So they did, so they had some epic adventure, and can't quite make out the one furthest to the left. Is that... I don't know. But, and then we just... So we got some new events that have happened in the mini moons. So that's interesting. Anything in this newspaper? Looks to just be about the fight and the statue. And there's something about Derpy in there. And oh, and Lyra. Then we got another thing about Lyra and Bonbon. Aw. So they did a very background, but they did confirm that, and there's Cranky for some reason. Huh. And most of this stuff in the present, or the past, I guess now, is not going to be as interesting. There's the Gordon Ramsay pony again. Just everyone showing up for the coronation. Tempest again. Just all the characters. Some Nebula, the other pillars. And just everything goes wrong. It's a fun episode, by the way. It was just very interesting. And then they all show up. Which, yeah, Pinky is first, and the little cheese is interesting. Like, it makes you think she's the mom, but then later doesn't... We have other ponies show up too, so that's kind of interesting. Or, yeah, I guess Cheese Sandwich and Pinkie Pie looking pretty canon at the moment. Which I've never really been crazy about this ship. I just feel like they're too similar. Like, it's just too samey. I don't know. I mean, I'm someone who likes her with Sea Star, so I guess I'm no one to talk, but I don't know. I guess it's fine. But the other one that seems kind of implied to some level, surprisingly, is Apple Dash. With how they show up. They show up together, and there's some shared looks. which I should unmute this so I can rehear this dialogue. That might clarify some issues. Well, I'll just go by memory then. What they like. I wish I could recall. Well, I know what Rarity said again, but she doesn't seem to have any implication of being shipped with anyone. So that's, I like that. I mean, if Apple Dash, it's a weird choice if that's really what the implication is supposed to be. I mean, I guess I prefer it to Rare Jack being canon or implied canon, because yeah, but yeah, it's just I know it was a big ship back in like the season 1 days, but it really hasn't been in a while, has it? I mean, I guess it still has its fans; they all do, but I don't know. It's just kind of a weird choice. But and I note that despite her being made part of the Friendship Council earlier, we don't see older Starlight. That's kind of unusual. And of course, Fluttershy and Discord, that one seems pretty canon too. And I definitely approve there. Always been a fan of that ship. And we see all these other Discord and Fluttershy being cute. And during the song, let's get to that. See what else they show. Okay, we got, yeah, we starting with this scan of Ponyville. We got older Diamond Tiara, Silver Spoon, and Twist there, and I guess they're all friends. And there's Lyra and Bonbon out walking together. I like it. And Derpy flying by. Any other familiar faces? I gotta listen to this song again. From just hearing it, it was pretty damn good. So was the one in the first episode, by the way. I guess Rainbow Dash is still a Wonderbolt, or is she? I don't know. And then we see Starlight. Well, we did see her with Starlight. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we see her with Sunburst. And everyone else, Trixie, Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle, Scootaloo, looking exactly like they did in that episode, even though I don't know if that quite makes sense. Apparently they're teaching at the school, which is great. I didn't quite pick that up, but they're teachers, which makes sense. And they have Kieran at the school now, so that's good. And we have Ocellus and Smolder. Wonder if that's his thing. Be a good ship. And of course, Sugar Belle and Big Mac. And Apple Bloom has a cute little nephew, I guess, or can't really tell. I think so, yeah. That's it. guess that's just a random customer. But we have Yona coming out of the boutique with Sandbar, so that's still... Interesting how we have animals coming in and out of Discord's dimension in the Fluttershy scene. I guess they're okay with that. Seems like a pretty scary place for them, but... Oh, and all the bunnies! So Angel... Angel's gotten busy, I guess. That's, just so much stuff I couldn't even react to. Just so much in this little sequence that it's hard to... Especially since my normal inclination is to pay attention to the characters who are singing. That's where my attention is drawn. But just so many details. And this other batch of ponies, I guess, who are going to end up being Lester's friends. Well, there only seem to be 5, including her, so... Or I guess not ponies, I said, but creatures. But yeah, she's got to find a 6th. You got to keep the number going. There we go. That was, yeah, I think I covered it. I'm thinking we see all the students grown up, but do we see Silverstream at any point? Did I miss her? So they show Ocellus and Smolder together, and they show Sandbar. Oh, there she is. She's just with Starlight in them. So is she working at the school now? Is that's cool that one of them would kind of go on to be a teacher, if that's the implication there. She opens the door for them. So I assume she works there. Ocellus gives a little wave. So she probably doesn't work there. She's just visiting. Just happens upon them. And Gallus is a guard in Canterlot. So interesting. Interesting to see how that group's kind of developed. And I'm sure even going through all this again, there's still stuff that I've missed here that it just seems so dense with everything included. But that's what makes it great. Oh, not that... I shouldn't say that. I mean, though it kind of is. I mean, the core story about all Twilight's friends messing up the coronation, that was just sort of whatever. That was secondary. Even though that was the main plot of the episode, it was still just kind of secondary to everything else going on. But yeah. It's a shame my camera failed. I might actually put some screenshots of what I'm talking about during this part, because otherwise it'll be boring. There's no real Raredash screenshots to use anyway, so it's what I used to do. But yeah, I'll probably just actually do a bit more editing on this one. It's the finale, so it kind of deserves it. But yeah, that was a really nice epilogue. I mean, it kind of showed some stuff. I mean, it was completely unnecessary. They could have left it with the finale there, and I think that would have been more or less fine. But I'm sure it'll cause some debate among the shipping crowd, especially with some of the stuff implied there. But I think I'm fine with this. Nothing. Yeah, it's good, and I mean, even if the Apple Dash is canon, that's okay with me. Yeah, that was good. Just great stuff the whole way through. 5 episodes, all of them really good. Obviously, the finale being the strongest of the bunch. And then I would actually say probably the episode before it was my second favorite, and then the epilogue. Because epilogue, I mean, really, it's fan service. Really, it's not. I mean, it also does add a bit of poetry, a bit of a bookend to how the show started, obviously. So that's nice. But I mean, most of it was spent with Twilight worrying about feeling lonely in Camelot and her friends forgetting about her, which obviously they're not. Obviously, Twilight's over-concerned there, and they care about her. She shouldn't even begin to doubt that at this point. But yeah, that was such the bulk of the episode that it really wasn't quite as, quite as exciting as, everything else, just the future stuff, or I guess present now, the stuff many moons later, that was what it was really all about. And I was excited by that aspect of the episode, even though the rest was just kind of eh. But that said, it was still magical in the effect that it had, and being that bookend, and just the stuff that it showed us was really neat and really interesting and really fun. So still a very, very special episode, and I'm glad we got it. But yeah, that was great. That was, I think, a very satisfying conclusion to the series. I mean, I'm sure there'll be people who will find ways to tear that apart and call it the worst thing ever, but the finale was epic. It was exciting. It brought back everything. All the characters seemed to have moments in it that were special for them, some more than others, honestly. But I think main 6-wise, I'm pretty satisfied. Rarity had her moment. Fluttershy, okay, maybe not. What did Fluttershy do? She, I guess she was the most affected by Discord, obviously. But Pinkie Pie definitely had her moment. That was great. And I guess there were little moments here and there. It was good. It was everything I could want from a finale. Kind of a bit disappointed we didn't get Chrysalis Reformation, but maybe eventually, some point, she'll be unstatued and we can make that attempt. Obviously the show's going to end, but that's something you could do in like a continuation or something. I know they're doing like a comic continuation, which I don't know if I'll read, because I don't typically go for that, but maybe. We'll see. This is a pretty special show for me. And I'm sad to see it end, though it ended on a pretty high note. And I'm excited to see what the future holds for MLP. Obviously, we got Generation 5 coming. I think they're going to start that with a movie or something, and then obviously the show after that probably. And I think we still got a little bit of MLP stuff left for Generation 4. Don't they have a special coming? Which, that'll be interesting to see where that slots into continuity. I'm guessing it won't be in the many moons later time, but before that. But maybe it'll be post-Coronation, so that could be interesting. And I think there's still some Equestria Girl stuff. I definitely have more Equestria Girl stuff left, because I haven't looked at the remaining shorts for the Season 2 shorts. I think we got some Choose Your Own Adventure ones, which I did prematurely last time. I wanted to do them before the special, but apparently there was some scheduled for after the special, so I kind of timed that wrong. And I think there are a couple other ones too, which I'll try and get to those soon. I know I've been slacking on that and on Fanworks, which I gotta catch up on too. But yeah, finally got this at least, and that's good. And I've been talking long enough, so this will be it. Me and Rarity, you can't see her anymore, but we're we're pretty pleased with this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this ride as much as I did. It was something. Yep. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.